Alright guys, you know the deal. New season, so that means another 80 shows released that you probably don't have the time to watch. Thankfully, I hate myself and decided to sift through each one to figure out what's worth watching. Surprisingly, spring's really solid. There were only a few shows that I knew were releasing, but I felt that I hated a lot less than I usually do. Of course, I didn't watch everything released. Some shows are on their second or third seasons, and others felt like would land me on an FBI watch list.
Officer, right there. FBI, come on in, fella.
It was hard picking, but I think I found 3 shows that stand out above the rest and will end up really solid. Granted, I've only seen like 3 to 4 episodes each, but my intellect hasn't steered me wrong yet.
Karen, 僕たち別れよう。君の話には知性を感じない。それじゃお幸せに。
ちょっとロバート、そんな急にロバート。
Ah yes, very original of you to pick Spy Family, Tony. Obviously, this was the most hyped show for the season, and I usually like to showcase some of the lesser talked about shows, but like, come on. You mean you got Wit Studio and Cloverworks working together on an anime with a really good concept. I had to talk about it. And although there's only 3 episodes so far, it's in the clear lead for the best show of the season. Everything, the characters, the setting, the writing is so fucking good. And what a beautiful family. A successful psychiatrist husband, a civil working wife with their smart and kind daughter. That's fucking boring. Okay, dad's a spy, mom's an assassin, and daughter's a telepath. Yeah, sounds about right. So our typical looking Bond-esque main character, Twilight, is tasked with a special mission that could determine the peace of the country. For this mission, he'll need to put together a family in order to infiltrate social gatherings organized by an elite school that a child of the other nation attends. He adopts a child, and as I mentioned, they're a telepath, so she instantly knows his true identity as a spy. Later, we find out that an in-person interview is needed at the school, and both parents need to attend, so now Twilight needs to find him a wife. In comes Yor, a woman who is looking for a date to go to a co-worker's party. Yor, despite being good looking, has had some trouble in the dating department because of the whole murdering people thing.
And I brought you myrrh. Thank you. Murder.
So yada yada, our 2 characters meet up and realize their interests coincide with each other's, and they start the fake relationship. Only the daughter Anya knows everyone's true identity, and she just lets it play out because she doesn't want to get sent back to the orphanage. And thus begins our journey following this dysfunctional family attempt to not blow their cover. What makes Spy Family so enjoyable are the characters. Each main character is incredibly likable. Despite being a spy or assassin, both Twilight and Yor are kind and caring, and Anya, despite being a child, isn't super fucking annoying. We get to see all the cool shit from spy missions and assassinations, but also get the wholesome family moments. I wholeheartedly think this is going to be the best show of the season, so if you're going to watch any show, it would be Spy Family. Oh, hell yeah, we got ourselves a nice little slice of life on an island. I can get behind that. Oh, this show is bonkers. I knew that it was going to have some mystery suspense to it based on the trailer and synopsis, but I could not mentally prepare for what the fuck they threw at me. Our main character returns to his home of Wakayama City to attend a funeral for a childhood friend. The funeral goes smoothly, except there's some talk of foul play in regards to the death. After speaking with the sister of the deceased, she mentioned seeing a shadow of her sister a few days before her death. I mean, it's obviously a hallucination, right? Heat stroke? It does look pretty sunny there. Oh no. Apparently, these shadows have plagued the island before. It was said that anyone who saw their shadow would be killed by it, and then the shadow would take their place. And the main character's job, as you could expect, is to stop this. I don't want to give too much away, but there is no way you could expect what happens in this show. It is an absolute roller coaster, but so far has been incredibly entertaining. I like to picture this show like ReZero, except the main character isn't a giant bitch. Additionally, I was surprised by the animation from Studio OLM. Not that they don't have an impressive track record, but they're known for more kid-focused shows like Pokemon, Card Fight, and Yokai Watch. To be able to transition almost seamlessly into an anime with more adult themes is impressive to say the least. Only thing that kind of blows is this show is being aired only on Disney Plus, and that's not usually the place people go when looking for anime. I feel that summertime rendering might not get the recognition it deserves, but hopefully at least some of you will give it a shot. It's a wild ride for sure.
私は死んだはず。 なるほど、わかりましたよ。ここが地獄なのですね。
This title I almost missed when going through all of the shows, but you know, with a name like Ya Boy Kongming, you just have to check it out. I don't know if it's just me, but the concept of an ancient Chinese tactician dying and reincarnating to become a music manager sounds hilarious. Turns out, it is. Kongming, a man whose life had revolved around war, was able to become a great strategist from all the battles he faced. However, on his deathbed, his only request is that if he were to reincarnate, that it would be in a world devoid of war. He gets his wish, but not before thinking he's in hell, which, given the scenes, makes sense. So now living in the present, away from war, what's the first thing he does? He gets shit-faced and goes to the club. It's here where he discovers music. He hates it. That is, until he sees a blonde girl perform. He falls in love with the performance and leaves his compliments with the artist. When she leaves in the morning, she finds Kongming passed out in an alley, so she takes him home and helps him recover. This is where Kongming realizes he is in fact not in hell, but in Japan. The singer, Eiko, teaches him some basic things about the time period, and Kongming vows to use all of his wisdom to help Eiko achieve her dreams. And thus the journey begins. Kongming uses his stratagems from battle to help Eiko grow her social media following, book shows, and perform at festivals. It's incredibly wholesome watching a former militant whose job was to create strategies to murder people assist Eiko in growing not only her brand, but her confidence as well. The show succeeds even more due to no one believing that Kongming is actually Kongming. When you think about it, it'd be really fucking weird for him to be in present day, so everyone just treats him like some cosplayer guy who knows a lot about feudal China. Since this anime is focused around music, we get to hear a lot of different songs, and a lot of songs with English. This is often hit or miss in a lot of shows, but surprisingly a majority of the English singing and pronunciation is pretty good. Some, not as good, but overall I was impressed with it.
Be crazy for me, make me shine on you. You gotta see me when you hear the music. I'll be there for you, no matter where you.
If you just want some good vibes and nice music, your boy Kongming is here to provide. Well, there you have it. Those are the 3 shows that I think are most worth watching this season. But like I said, spring has surprised me with the amount of shows I didn't completely hate. If these shows didn't tickle your fancy, there's plenty of other options for you. You could watch Goblin Slayer but the main character is Papyrus, Squid Game, or watch a dude reincarnate in a video game and beat the asses of all the characters he hated. Honorable mentions for this season go to Arashi and I'm Quitting Heroing. Arashi is a soccer anime created by the same people who made Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket. And since Haikyuu is my favorite show, I had to go check it out, and I think it shows good promise. The main character is really fucking annoying, however. Quitting Heroing is exactly that. The MC who defeats the demon army realizes he's treated like shit from the people he saved, so he joins the demon army he obliterated and helps rebuild it anew. Regardless of what you decide to queue up, I think there's plenty of shows for every fan to enjoy this season. Let me know in the comments what you plan on watching or what you're excited for. I also wanted to give a quick apology for some of the inconsistencies on the uploads recently. Some stuff happened with my second channel and I had to take over a lot of the editing, at least for a little bit. Hopefully that's going to get resolved soon and I can get back to making these a little bit more frequently for you, but I've just been way too busy to put out more than one video like every 2 weeks, but hopefully I can get back to that. Also, just a quick shout out here at the end to Apex Gaming PCs for continuing to support me with our partnership. I've mentioned it plenty of times, but I have my own build that you can actually look and customize and purchase from online. It's a really good company and you're going to get the highest end parts. Plus, if it's a little too expensive, they have a financing option, which is really, really good because as we all know, PCs are quite expensive. And, you know, speaking of price, you can also use code TONY for an additional 5% off if you end up finding something you like. The link for that will be in the description. Thank you. That's all I have for you this time. I hope to see you here again.